3648, which means it's a 3600 watt inverter, and it takes 48 volt DC battery voltage to convert over to 120 volt AC. And with 4 of these stacked in a series parallel fashion, we actually have a 14.4 kilowatt inverter charger here, and it's mounted on a platform known as FlexWare 1000, which is also designed by Outback Power Systems. On the right hand side of this unit we have 4 breakers to the right, and they are DC breakers which will be overcurrent protection for the inverter system on the DC side. And there with the green and yellow lights we have a battery meter which is being produced by the FlexNet DC inside. Inside here, actually all the current that enters and exits this machine is being logged, and it's shown on a display which we'll look at very shortly. On the bottom, we aren't doing it right now, but we have the ability to draw 80 amps of 48 volt power from the unit if we had 48 volt loads, but there's no need for that at this location. On the left side of the FlexWare we have a series of breakers at the top, and these protect the input and the output of the AC activity on this inverter system. And also on the left, we have on the interlock here, we have a bypass circuit as well, so we can run a generator with this system and just bypass the inverters altogether, or we can actually take charge from the 18 kilowatt diesel generator that's 800 feet away and charge the batteries. And on the lower set of breakers there is just one double breaker for the auto transformer, which is inside of this unit. All of the activity on this system is being monitored by the Outback panel here, and it's displayed on the Outback hub that we see here. It actually shows us all of the power that comes in and out of this system. This also allows us access to the inverters, where we can program them to take a certain amount of charge from a generator. We can program them to cut out when we want, and we can also tell our generator when to start and stop via this unit. So it's a pretty intelligent little display and control panel. From where I'm standing, all you can hear is the whooshing of those blades from about 700 feet away. But usually at this very place you can't hear yourself think, for the diesel generators operating. We're looking at the main building here now, and this building has classrooms, and on the top we can't quite see it. They have an observatory, which is this big glass room where they can look at the ponds and the forests all around here from a little bit of a higher vantage point in 360 degrees. But other than that, this building also sleeps about 70 people, so you can see that this place is a great asset to our education system here in Newfoundland. And just across the way here, we have another large building. This is their cookhouse, where I think they got a few bunks in the bottom where they can sleep a few more people, and also they feed all these kids that come here. And I've been here during installation. Some days they have up to 100 children here, and 3 or 4 supervisors and teachers. So I'd say during their on season, it's certainly a handful of work here. And also just below us, you'll see the diesel generator shed. You see a large fuel tank there, and there's the shed, and we'll take a look in there right now. This is the diesel tank, which is just outside the generator shed, and I've been told that this is usually filled about twice a year. It's a 4,500 liter tank, and twice a year, so it's a good indication these guys are using approximately 9,000 liters of diesel a year just for their daily operations. And when they have the guests in, we're running the generator 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And when the maintenance staff are here on their own, they're burning that for approximately 10 hours a day. But now that the wind turbine system has been installed, it seems that they haven't burned a liter now in about a week. So they were going through 2.5 liters per hour. It was measured just earlier this year that they're going through about 2.5 liters per hour. So you can see that already we've offset a lot of diesel fuel being burned here at this location by installing these windmills. And this is their main generator. It's an 18 kilowatt Isuzu diesel generator, and this before now had been running pretty well every day to keep the power needs of the center running. And it's obviously a very costly venture to keep that running, and that's pretty well the reason why we did this project, was to eliminate the usage of the diesel generator and to reduce their fuel consumption overall. So as we mentioned earlier on, this generator has the ability to start and to feed the loads here at the center. Also, it will charge the battery bank that is in the shed up there on the hill. And the added feature that we have with this generator now is this here. We have the GSCM, which is a generator starter control module, and it's made by Atkinson Electronics. This unit here receives a signal from the inverter, and if the batteries ever get low to a point that we have determined, this unit will command the generator to start through a series of relays which we've installed. And to the left of the control module we have the emergency shutdown switch. So if we're ever servicing the generator, or if the generator fails to stop for any reason, we can pull on that switch and disengage the control module. Of course, we have wires leading to the battery on the generator, and some wires leading to the ignition box on the generator as well. This here is where the power for the generators gets fed into, and I say generators because this is a double throw switch. They also have a 20 kilowatt Daewoo engine over here, which is now on standby, and it's not hooked up to the remote control or the control module. And we've noted on a couple of the devices down here that we have a generator auto starter, that it must be disengaged if we're ever trying to service the generator, so just for safety. We're just across the pond now from the Environmental Education Center, about a kilometer's drive away, and it may be visible or not from this video, but those turbines are spinning pretty fast today.